Mr.
Bond.
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 Bond. James Bond.
So much for that, mate.
I think, mate, have you been reading something recently,
Yeah,
Chris?
I have, yes. So we talked about it the other week. The Hook and the Eye came out, and I just wanted to give you my thoughts on it because I did give it a read. I really enjoyed it, I have to say. So it's by the Bond author, Raymond Benson. And you can see some of his books on here. He did 6 original Bond stories. So those top 6 books you see there: High Time to Kill, Back to Death, 0-10, The Man with the Red Tattoo, Never Dream of Dying, and Double Shot. And he also did the novelization for 3 of Pierce Brosnan's Bond movies as well. So,
wow.
Doing with regards to Bond books, and you can, if you were interested in those 6 novels, you'll see James Bond, the Raymond Benson years on the right there. That's all 6 of his novels in one. You can get that in shops, and I can't now see what's in the bottom, but it was James Bond Bedside Companion. Thanks.
I just thought I'd throw you a curveball, Chris. You know,
I love it. He wrote this in the 80s, so you both might have seen the James Bond Bedside Companion, but it was like a non-fiction collection of stories about Ian Fleming and Bond himself and locations and stuff like that. So it was kind of a revolutionary book for its time from Bond's perspective. But anyway, the book itself, I really enjoyed it. It's a Felix Leiter centric story, and it is set within the literary world of James Bond. So it is not set. It's not the Felix Leiter you see in the films. It's the Felix Leiter that you read in Ian Fleming's books.
right.
It's set in 1952, and it's set in between Live and Let Die and Diamonds Are Forever. And
I was going to ask whether it's sort of a prequel prior to him knowing Bond type thing, or is it just a spread amount story? It could be anywhere effectively. And
it's an odd one because you kind of would expect that if someone was going to come in with the first Felix Leiter story, that they'd make it a prequel, set it before Bond, or they'd set it after Bond. But to put it right in between 2 Bond stories is kind of ballsy, and I really liked it because it's him coming to terms with losing his arm and his leg in Live and Let Die.
Of course. Yeah,
to a shark. So it's set before Diamonds Are Forever, and him getting his prosthesis, and then sort of getting back into work. And I won't give away anything, but he meets a mysterious, beautiful woman called Dora, and they kind of go on a bit of a road trip from New York to Texas. But
I love
nothing is what it seems. Hey,
is it romantic, or is it a romantic road trip?
There are romantic elements to it. Yeah, there are definitely romance, adventure, espionage. He does drop hints about his time with, the British Secret Service and previous adventures that he's been on, but he doesn't labor on it too much. It's very much his story. It's really easy to read, I will say. It's easy to pick up, easy to get into, and I'd say you definitely don't have to have read Ian Fleming's stories to enjoy it, which I think is really important. If we want to get people interested in these kinds of stories, it is just a really good pick up and read, and you don't need to know that backstory. The author does a really good job of giving you what you need.
I think these are the sort of spin-offs we need. We don't need an Amazon box set of the Moneypenny Diaries or something like that, but a book like a standalone book that's sort of total Bond light, but in that universe, it's wonderful. But I must borrow that from you. I'm quite intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, I fully recommend it. I think it was, like I say, it's easy to read. I think people can sometimes be put off by Ian Fleming's works. They're quite verbose, they're quite dense, and they're quite detailed and quite, for a lot of people, probably quite slow as well. They're slow burners. But this is sort of,
it's real investment in your time, though, isn't it? That's what it's all got to be about. Yeah. You've really got to take a moment, somewhere chilled, nice and relaxed and mellow, and just sort of zone out into a different world. And I think sounds like that's the experience that you've had, Chris, to be honest.
Definitely. If you're a fan of the world that Ian Fleming created in the 50s, then I think that you will love this story. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. 2 thumbs up from me.
Wow. Well, guys, look at The Hook and the Eye. If you haven't got it already, because I haven't, I'll certainly be buying it, and you guys better find it as well. So, hopefully more of those to come, and hopefully more from Raymond Benson. I don't think he's done by any measure.
No, but he's not done a Bond novel since like the 90s, I don't think. from what I remember. Like, I think his novelizations came out after some of his original works. I might be wrong, but yeah, it's been a long time.
Wow.
Long time.
Well, I definitely. I think I'll give you some thoughts after I've read it as well. After I've either bought a copy or probably nabbed your copy off you. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome to it, mate. Welcome to it. But yeah, definitely worth it. I'm reading the Q one at the moment. The Quantum of Menace. Reading that at the minute.
I've heard that, and I'm trying to understand how that fits in. So let us know more when you get to the end of that one. That'd be good.
Yeah, I've only just started it, but this feels like modern day. So, like, as opposed to it being in Ian Fleming's world, but it's good. Enjoying it.